Yes. So about 6 years ago, I was seeing a mindfulness coach, and she couldn't she had just she was at wit's end with me because I suck at mindfulness. I am so bad at turning off my brain. She'd send me to restorative yoga, and I'll be laying there breathing like, "Oh my God, I've got all this other crap I could be doing and not this." And so she sent me to a hypnotist, and he was like, he was like, "Sorry, peace out. This is not working." But I get that. Like I do, like, because I am that person that's just like, no. But so it was just funny that I kind of got fired by the mindfulness coach and the hypnotist. And I was like, I believe in hypnosis. I was like, I'm super fine with this, but like it just I cannot turn my brain off. It's just and it doesn't go to sleep on its own. It requires a lot of medication for it.
Well, it's good that your mind doesn't get switched off. If your mind switched off, you'd be dead. So that's a good thing. Even when these yogis are 20 years in a mountain retreat somewhere with no other contact, and they're on their vegan diets every day, and they're doing the 12 hours of meditation a day, they still have thoughts because they're alive. Now they have more of a flexibility where a thought they're focusing on the breathing sensation, a thought comes in, they see the thought, and rather like than most of us, it's our meditation time. Then suddenly we're all ready to meditate, and then suddenly a thought comes in or a memory, and we start like a typewriter. Remember the old typewriters? It starts to go off and off and off, and then eventually an hour's gone. And of that hour that you're supposed to be meditating, maybe you meditated 30 seconds, right? And you have to put it back. What those people get really good at is the same distractions that you or I get or anyone gets. They come in because it's called being alive, a human. They all the same thoughts bubble to the surface, but instead of getting pulled out over and over, they just catch it quicker. So before the typewriter goes off the edge, they grab it. Mind gets focused, breath, whatever their particular meditation is. Breathe in, focusing on breath, sensation. Memory goes, the mind goes off to what am I going to have to do tonight? They grab it, bring it back. Right, they could just grab it really quickly, rather than you or I potentially or someone else. It's an hour, and we just wasted a whole frigging hour of our time worrying instead of meditating. They just same thing comes up, and then they just bring it back. It's just like going to the gym. You wouldn't go to the gym and bicep curl 50 pounds if you've never ever bicep curled before.
You would seriously regret it.
Yeah. So you might go in, you might lift 2 pounds, 5 pounds, and instead of doing 20 reps, you might do 5, and that's good enough today. And then tomorrow you might come in and you might do 6. That's good enough for tomorrow. And then after you've done a couple of weeks of that, maybe you go from 2 pounds, 3 pounds. But you can train that while still in your mind, but you're always going to have thoughts, and that's a good thing. The only way to stop that is to die, and I would recommend against that.
Yeah.
And stay alive as long as you can.
It's so funny.